Yeah, of course. So, I mean, I played overseas for the 2 years. My first year, I was thinking, I think I should really do this, but I didn't. And that's probably the biggest mistake I think I made over there. And then the second year, I had the same thought, and it was just one of those click, I need to do this. And I just jumped in. And we pretty much learned as we went, and we just kept growing. And I feel like I'm still learning a lot today, and I'm sure I'll still learn a lot forever.
Yeah,
hopefully.
yeah. Well, I think that's all part of being an entrepreneur, right?
100%.
We're always going to be learning, and there's going to be things that hit us as when we start a business, no matter what age we started at.
Yep.
And we're going to see things we didn't plan to come our way are going to come our way for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. What kind of skills from your hockey background translated into being an entrepreneur?
I think just talking to people, being a hockey player over there, you have to interact with people and stuff like that, even when you kind of feel a little bit uncomfortable, I guess. And that's something I'm still going through today, is learning to not be uncomfortable, or be comfortable being uncomfortable, I guess, would be the best way to say it.
And are the players open to working for a really, a relatively young company? And I don't mean the fact that I meant the company's a year and 8 months old, right?
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like anything. Are you going to go with construction company on year 1 or 20? I mean, it's all about credibility, I think, especially in the hockey managing business. So we definitely face that a lot, but I think with our team, we've proven that we get the job done when it comes down to it. And I think that's what it's about. Is
there any advice you'd give to an entrepreneur listening, Cody, that maybe doesn't have the street cred yet, that is, that's trying to launch or start something? Is there a couple lessons that you learned you can pass along here?
I would say the number one is just start. I mean, everyone is scared. Everyone is scared to take the leap. You just got to do it. You just got to face your fears, I guess, would be my best advice.
So, Cody, when you started this a year and 8 months ago, did you have again, I'm looking for advice to maybe some of our listeners are thinking of starting a business. Did you have a business plan that you work from? Was it just more of a gut thing, or take us through that a bit?
I definitely will say it was a little unorthodox. I would say it was more of a gut thing. And then as it started to come into one, then we started to make the business plan, where I think looking back, I should have started with the business plan. And I feel like we would have been a lot further than we are now. But, you got to go with what you have, I guess, at the time.
Yeah. So that would be your advice then to our listeners, that if you're going to do something, start with a business plan?
I would suggest that, yeah. Okay. It would make your life a lot easier.
Yeah, for sure. Every year I go and speak to the graduating program at Algonquin College for the marketing program and a couple of other programs. And I tell them, these are kids and they're, 19, 20 years old. And I tell them, listen, if you can find a mentor, it's easier than you think. That there's lots of people that are more experienced than you that are quite willing to help, as long as you're being genuine about it.
100%.
And I get it. As a young person, you'd be intimidated to go out to approach someone that's has more experience. But I encourage everybody, everyone listening, that if there's an opportunity for you, just ask. Well, what's the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
They're not going to get upset. They're not going to. And I would argue, in the majority of cases, they're going to. As long as it's a very genuine give and take type relationship, they're going to take you on and any amount of help is only going to help you move your business forward, or at least help you form your idea and decide whether or not you want to move it forward.
Exactly. And if there's one thing I've learned is entrepreneurs love to talk. If you could talk similar things and talk about business, I mean, if you really are a true entrepreneur, I mean, I could talk to someone for 12 hours straight and I still wouldn't get bored. Just because I love the game. Yeah. I love everything about it.
I find the same thing, that it comes very naturally to me when I'm speaking to other entrepreneurs, and it's a very, even just you and I, we just met literally 25 minutes ago or 20 minutes in here. It's just, there's that commonality right away, right?
Exactly.
That we're both going through the same things, different stages of our businesses developments, but all of us that go on this journey start somewhere and run into a lot of the same obstacles. So it's nice to share those stories with someone.
I agree.